In this video segment, I'll show you how to create finished ground profiles using ASC and referencing the design information that was created with the ASC during the vertical design phase of our project. It will start out by setting our alignment current. The one I'll design is the local road at the bottom of the site here. So the first step would be to go to the paving management tab and click on alignments panel, the set view alignment command, and just pick a point near that alignment. So Christopher is now our current alignment. The next step is to make sure that we have match lines delineating the limits of the paving feature definition for the current alignment. Next would be to attach the markers to the current alignment. In order to define paving features with the design markers, we'll have to connect them to the alignment that we're going to design these paving features onto. So under the marker attachment panel of the paving management tab, we have the attach markers command. So if you click that and you're prompted to select the markers, so click OK and type whatever selection method you want. I'm going to use a window polygon, and I'll select all the markers that occur on this alignment that are within the boundaries of the match lines, which is why it's important to show those. Watch it if the markers are rotated. You'll want to make sure you still get them in the selection set. And hit return when you're done. And the little indicator shows that these markers have been attached to the current alignment. Next, we can actually select these markers for paving feature definition. It's always best to start with grade breaks. With ASC, you can define on which distinguishes this program from most any other, is that you're going to get more than just a single line profile for each component. You'll get center line, left and right, flow lines, top of curbs. You'll get vertical curves if you define them, curb and gutter transitions where the curb height changes, intersections, breaks in the curb component, variable height curb definitions, and a few others, true lengths, on grades, and most anything you'd need for pretty much any municipality. So we'll start out by defining grade breaks first. Those are the one feature that are a requirement to generate a finished ground profile. So we'll need profiles for each component of the profile. So I'll just start with center lines. Under the grade breaks panel, I'll click the plus sign for adding a paving feature definition, and I'll pick the elevated markers on that center line component. And it's best to make sure you get all the markers that are on the key points as well. So when you're done with your selection, hit return, and you can see we've got indicators showing grade break definition at these selected markers. So we'll do the same thing on the left and right components now. In the intersections, you'll only select the markers that are at the tangent points, at the first BCR and the second ECR. We'll get all of the key points. And this marker at the end is where we're going to connect the left and the right profiles together. When we're done, we're prompted for the curb height. And we're going to use 6 inches on our left component, and we've got our indicators now showing grade break definitions on that left side. Let's repeat this for the right side. believe that's a key point. Let me zoom up on that one a little. And when we're done, we'll hit return, and we could change the curb height if we want, but it actually starts at a 6-inch. The beginning curb height is important for the curb and gutter transitions because they toggle the curb heights. So we've got the minimum required information now for generating a profile in ASC. The next step would be to share this paving design data, and it will be referenced by many other parts of the program. You do that through the paving export panel, and you can export or share either the current alignment, all the changed alignments, or the entire site. So I'll just click current. And after the export process is complete, ASC will generate your 3D road model for you. And we didn't have to do anything extra to get that. That's a byproduct of the paving feature definition. And it looks like right now we've got a top surface road profile with one of a variety of curb assemblies that we could have used. So now we can go to a separate drawing where we create the finished ground profile, because it won't be done in this drawing. Each profile in ASC has to be created in its own dedicated drawing. So I'll save this and I'll click the new button. And I'll use let me try that one more time. Click the new button and I'll use this template. Okay, once I've got my drawing open, I'll go ahead and save it, and I'll give it the name profile.fg.Christopher, which is my alignment name, but there's no naming requirement for the finished profiles with ASC. Let me make sure I've got it in the correct folder, and I do. So I'll click save. Now, since ASC does reference the Civil 3D existing ground surface information, we need to create a shortcut for that in this drawing. So I'll go to my tool space, and under my surfaces, I'll right click and create reference using the aerial survey surface. Zoom extents and you can see the boundary shows up. We don't need to see any part of the surface, we just need it to be present for referencing existing surface elevations in our profile. So I'll just modify the surface style and turn everything off in the plan and model view. So let me save it one more time, and now we can generate our profile, but we have to reference the data folder at least one time for this drawing. So I'll go to Tools. Just like we create data shortcuts with Civil 3D, we'll need to set the data path for ASC. And we'll have to do it one time for each drawing. So I'll use the default, which is the last one we used. It verifies that's the new path. So now click the Profile Generator tab and click the Generate button. And after ASC initializes, you're prompted to select one of the alignments that has profile information associated with it. So I'll select Christopher, click OK. And I'll zoom extents, and we have finished ground profiles. But like I said, this is more than just a gutter profile. We've actually got top of curb, and we can add a lot more detailed paving information to this. You can see that ASC also generated the offsets at true length when we do the cul-de-sacs. So there's your basic finished ground profile with ASC.